We are covering the special limits of liability under Coverage C, Personal Property, of the Homeowners policy for the Property and Casualty exam. The exam will test your knowledge of why these sublimits exist and how an insured can purchase adequate coverage for high-value items. Insurers use special limits to manage risk for certain categories of property that are highly susceptible to theft or are difficult to value. An exam question might ask what the sublimit is for a specific category. While these can vary, standard exam figures are typically $200 for money and coins, $1,500 for securities and watercraft, and $2,500 for firearms and silverware. A critical point the exam will hit on is that for certain categories, like jewelry, furs, firearms, and silverware, the special limit often applies only to the peril of theft. For example, a policy might have a $1,500 limit for theft of jewelry. If that same jewelry is destroyed in a fire, the full Coverage C limit would apply, not the special sublimit. This is a common exam trap. Another area frequently tested is business property. A standard homeowners policy provides very limited coverage, typically $2,500 for business property on the resident's premises, and a lower amount, like $500 or $1,500, for business property off-premises. The solution to these low limits, which you will absolutely see on the exam, is the Scheduled Personal Property Endorsement. This endorsement allows an insured to list or schedule specific high-value items for their appraised value. An exam question could present a scenario. An insured has a $10,000 watch, but the policy has a $1,500 sublimit for theft of jewelry. If the watch is stolen, the policy only pays $1,500. To cover the full value, the insured must schedule the watch on an endorsement. Scheduling property provides broader open-peril coverage, often with no deductible. This requires an appraisal or bill of sale to establish the item's value before a loss occurs, which is known as agreed value coverage. Remember this phrase for the exam: don't get caught by the limits. Get your valuables listed. This will help you recall that special limits are the problem and scheduling is the solution. Watch for trick questions that apply a theft sublimit to a fire loss or that confuse the on- and off-premises limits for business property. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.